Down and Mark Webber, David Courthard. But was that a winning team at that stage?
It all started here with this car, the 3-litre Mark. He took the 3 in the car. Red Bull's first, here we go, of course, Daniel Ricciardo, Formula 3, 1 year Christian Horner, and he got off the line, all that tactic, that's still so. I wonder who is able to get a few extra laps in and on top of our the World Championship. 6 wins and 39 podiums, and it was this car that took 21 out of the win.
Taking the Aston
on the hill alongside the incredible Valkyrie.
Yeah, so it's something that we've seen sometimes like that, but they are enjoying themselves as they head up the hill. Joined David Courthard at Red Bull, and they became very good teammates, very good friends as well.
Victory alongside Vettel. Between them they won 9 Grand Prix. Back in 2014 at
up through the ranks and the Coulthard pass. Here, one of the great cars that he has designed, and this one is it's pretty powerful. It's a 6.5 litre naturally aspirated
Christian Klien and Hamda Al-Kabasi out. Christian, I'm going to start with you because I don't know how many people are aware of this, but you were actually at day zero at Red Bull. You were backed by Red Bull to join Jaguar Racing alongside Mark. How special is it to look back at 20 years of the team?
Unbelievable. I mean, it's so special to see all the 20 cars line up, but then you really understand the history about the Red Bull Racing. To sit in that car that I from 2005, 20 years ago, is just magical. V10 engine. I think it's the best sounding car from all the era. It was special, and I haven't been here in Goodwood for about 15 years, so see all the crowd and all the car enthusiasts was just amazing.
And when you went to Jaguar Racing and see Sir Jackie Stewart there, who the origin of the team was of course Stewart Grand Prix, did you think that it would become Red Bull Racing and go on to achieve what it has?
I think in probably first 2 years, you couldn't really think that this is possible, what Red Bull Racing has achieved in the last 20 years. Although, you know, the part of Formula One, they want to win Formula One, and from there it just accelerated, and just very, very proud to be a small part of Red Bull Racing.
Brilliant, thank you. Hamda, lovely to see you here. Your first time, I believe, driving at the Festival of Speed. Your Formula 4 cars here, you've been a race winner in championships for that. How cool is it for you to be following this line of cars up the hill?
Yeah, honestly, my point of view in the car was unbelievable. I could see the F1 cars in front, and yeah, it's just an amazing experience. I'm really happy to be here. My first time at Goodwood, and it did not disappoint, so I'm really happy. Yeah.
Brilliant, thank you. Right, I'm going to pull these two in because you guys laid the foundations, I think it's safe to say, for the success. David, you were there from the very first Grand Prix, 4th place in Melbourne. How do you look back on it?
Well, I think it's a great celebration of who are the new kids on the block in many ways, 20 years young. Of course, this team came out of, you know, Stewart Grand Prix, Jaguar, and then what's been developed into what we see here today. But I think what a great place to celebrate in front of a group of passionate fans. We're all fans, but we got one of the best seats in the house driving these cars, and there's so much history here in Goodwood. This is part of the modern history, so it's great to have been part of that journey.
Mark, you love it here. You're pretty much a resident now. Picture for Mark Webber. Yes, definitely a few Mark Webber fans here. You're a title contender. You've won races. How cool has it been to see what the team has achieved now when you're on the other side of the fence? Because you're now holding the microphone, looking at their recent run of success after your period of dominance earlier a decade ago.
Yeah, of course, like DC touched on, I think, you know, being there in the early days was phenomenal. I think we were in Disneyland if we thought what this team was going to go on to achieve in Formula One against all the giants in the industry that have been around there for absolute decades. So it's a testament to Dietrich Mateschitz' vision to show how he went in elite sports in all sectors, and Formula One was included in that. So still in the world, no one can touch this event. So to do it here on really the team's home turf in the UK, celebrate that 20 years is really a special day for me.
And Mark, you were at Jaguar Racing in 2004, and then you went to Williams, but you came back. What was different? Because Jaguar didn't win anything, there was lots of promise, and then this became that dominant force for 4 years where you were there.
Yeah, I think it was just very corporate, of course. So when you get too corporate, the stopwatch suffers. So this team was very clear on their ambitions, lofty ambitions, yes, about winning championships, winning races. They weren't shy about pushing the boundaries. It was a start-up mentality, if you like, and that was the cornerstone to the culture of the success of the team. Make big decisions, get on with it, and back ourselves to beat the best.
Right, I'm going to call two of the decision makers. I'm going to get you guys to wait here a second. Two of those people who definitely weren't corporate, definitely disruptors. The two architects of Red Bull Racing, Christian Klien and Adrian Newey. Christian, were you nervous driving one of your cars?
I was absolutely shitting myself. But I mean, an incredible experience, and to see all these cars running with all our drivers, amazing.
Adrian, you've driven up lots of bits and pieces. You've driven cars that you've designed, Formula One cars you've designed. Was it different driving a road car that you've designed?
Yeah, very different. I also ended up with a passenger DC, jumped in at the last moment, so one of the reasons why I joined Red Bull in the first place, because of all the time I've known DC, so then
well, I mean, we know you're coming to the end of your a huge round of applause. Sergio Perez, Daniel Ricciardo, and the reigning world champion, Max Verstappen. Guys, nice to see you here. Daniel, I know you've been here before. Good donuts, you're the only one who committed to it. So the Duke's going to send you the bill, by the way, for a bit of grass.
Take some grass with me?
A little bit, yeah. Do you love it?
It's fun, it's great. I'm also happy for the weather so far today. When I arrived yesterday, it didn't look like this, so we've had a good day. And it's fun. My dad was here the last 3 days and he was sad to leave, so I know there's so much to do, and it's just a nice showing of all types of motorsport here, and yeah, for us here with 20 years of Red Bull racing, it's been a good day for sure.
Your dad was trying to climb into a Lotus the last time I saw him and drive off, so yeah, it's a good thing he's gone home.
Leaving my wallet.
Checo, welcome back. You were driving Ayrton Senna's McLaren up the hill, I remember a few years ago. How cool is it to come back here? You've lived in the UK, of course, for many years.
Yeah, it's really cool. You know, the last time I did Goodwood was 10 years ago with McLaren, so it's really nice to come back here with all these people. The passion you get to experience here is really special, and obviously with the 20th anniversary of the team, it's definitely a very special day for our organization.
Max, the Duke of Richmond takes great pride in trying to have as many world champions here. This is your first time. Let's have a huge cheer first of all. How have you enjoyed your first Goodwood experience?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, to be honest, every year I watch it from home, but it's great to be here, see so many people as well, and at the same time also see so many different cars every single year. I love racing, I love cars, so yeah, it's a great event, and it's great to be here today.
Have you had any chance to go around the paddock?
Not yet, no.
Right.
I probably have to just wear something else and try to go around a little bit and have a bit of fun.
I mean, you could wear, we're sure we can find you a mask somewhere if you want to have a look around.
I'll dress up as Adrian and then I'll walk around, see how that goes.
Let's just talk a little bit about the season. You know, it started off looking like you were going to absolutely dominate the year. Are you enjoying the fact that it's getting a bit closer?
For sure, you know, we had some great years. Of course, this year also started off really competitively, and now, yeah, everyone is catching up a bit. Every race is a proper battle as well, so it's great. And I think that will continue also for the rest of the season. You know, so it's really unknown what is going to happen, and that's great for the sport.
I mean, you got 3 Brits chasing you. We saw last weekend. Does it give you more satisfaction to have these sort of championship battles where it's tight and intense?
I mean, in general, it's just great to have you know, so many fantastic drivers in Formula One, and yeah, making it difficult to win. I think everyone was waiting for that as well, and that's definitely what Formula One fans want. You know, so to have this is great between so many different teams as well. Probably with the new rules it will be a bit different again for the first 2 years, but yeah, we'll see. It's going to be a great rest of the year.
Now, you guys, Checo, you were in, as we said, Senna's McLaren earlier. Do you like driving older cars? Do you want to come back and drive, I don't know, something from the past? Is there anything on your bucket list you want to come and drive a Goodwood?
I think in a few years' time it would be nice to get back, you know, like when you see with the ex-drivers from the team that they come back and drive their cars, so they spend such a big part of their life, you know. So maybe when we do the 40th anniversary of the team, we come back and all together drive our cars again.
What about you, Daniel? I mean, maybe a motocross bike. We've seen Dougie Lampkin riding on the roof. We've seen all sorts going on. What do you fancy having going?
Yeah, I was saying something on 2 wheels just to really scare me.
I think it'll scare the contract people, won't it?
Yeah, I know. It's probably for the best that I'm sticking with 4 wheels. But yeah, the older stuff's always fun. It's an experience when you get a clutch on your foot again and not on your hands, and you have a stick and a H pattern and these things that we kind of forgot what to do or how to do it.
You need to come to the revival. We can see Daniel Ricciardo at the revival, can't we? I could see him in an AC Cobra or something. What do you think?
I mean, I feel like the moustache, I'm already halfway there. So all I need is what do you call those English hats?
Flat cap.
Flat cap. Flat cap. I'll get me one of those. jolly good.
I'm sure a member of the family can find you a hat. It'll be all right. What about you, Max? Are you going to come? Have you seen the revival? Do you know about the revival? Do you fancy coming to have a play?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen Adrian do it, but most of the time I think he is driving the cars a little bit illegal. He's tuning them himself. I think they have a bit more grip than other cars around, but yeah, we'll give it a go. Maybe together with Daniel will be good fun in one car.
Oh, you two could be teammates. Imagine that. Max Verstappen, Daniel Ricciardo and the RAC TT. Where's the Duke? We need to get this sorted out here. This is going to be amazing. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask each of you, because we're celebrating 20 years with the team. Christian, let's get you back. Mark, DC, let's get everybody back here. I'd like you guys to pick your favorite Red Bull car before we let you go. Come on, DC, you must have thought of something. I'm going to start with you while they're doing their thinking. Pick your favorite Red Bull car.
Well, drive it at Silverstone just before the Singapore Grand Prix last year, which is the one race they didn't win. So I must have...
That's his fault. Christian, go.
Oh, it's like picking a favorite child.
It really is for you, isn't it? Because you've been on the whole time.
It is, but I think the 16B, that was such a massive year for us that went all the way down to the final race. So seeing it down there and seeing Max in it get together was fantastic.
Thank you. Christian, you got a favourite?
I like the cars a bit smaller, and I go by the noise, so it's the RB1, which is the V10 engine.
The first one. Adrian, you penciled most of these cars. You got a favourite? Again, it's a bit like your favourite car. You got a favourite?
RB5, because although we didn't win the championship with that one, it was the one that set us on the path of the next 4, and it was what really puts us on the map.
2009. Mark Webber? He says the 2009 RB5. What do you think?
The bigger brother, RB6. So, as Adrian said, the foundations were laid for the RB6. So, to win a few Grand Prix with that car was beautiful.
And Checo?
I go for the 19 because it was a very strong year for the team. We broke a lot of records this year, So definitely it's one in the history that will be a very important car.
Brilliant. Daniel, Monaco winner. What do you think?
I mean, obviously that was special. It's probably I think it's the 10, the 14. Is that right? 2014? I get confused. Anyway, the 2014 one. Yeah, well, because
10.
It was the 10, RB10. Yeah, first win, that one.
Right, Max, before I come to you, Hamda, which one do you fancy driving? I'm not going to ask you to pick a number because some of these were before you were born, but come on, which one do you fancy? Any of these?
Honestly, the RB9 drove up the hill yesterday in front of me and it sounded so cool, so probably that one, I'd say.
Brilliant. Max, 3 World Championships, 84 points lead in the championship as we stand today. Have you got a favourite?
I got 3 favorite cars, yeah, I can't choose. The first one is the RB12, because I thought that was a fantastic car to drive. First win with it as well. It was a bit slow in the straights, but that had nothing to do with the car. Then the 16B, first championship, that's always, I think, pretty emotional, but also it was a great car to drive. And then I have to pick the 19, I think, yeah, will probably be my most successful car as well ever, you know. So, yeah, it was always an emotional one for sure.
All right, listen, thank you all for your time. I'll let the crowd give you a good cheer to say goodbye. Thank you, everybody.
Not too much to be clean, please.
Over the weekend, mainly on Sunday, Max Verstappen is in. What used to be
1
the wheel. This one went to 7 wins, and yet another one of
Just get